She's big and she's bold and she's got a bob. That's what she's doing. Am I hearing right? She's singing about a cornetto.
Brands that aren't taking social seriously are missing out on something.
This is Feed the Feed, the podcast for brands, marketers and creators who are tired of hearing about 5-year plans while their engagement is tanking today. I'm Leah.
And I'm Francesca.
Every episode we do exactly what it says on the tin. We feed the feed.
We're here to see who's killing it right now and how to actually move at the speed of a scroll.
Let's get into it.
Hi everyone. Welcome back.
Welcome back everyone to this week's episode 3.
Feed the feed.
Feed the feed.
So we're going to start today a little bit differently. We're going to go for more what's hot this week, what's been going on.
Big topics.
It's been a lot. There's been a lot going on.
Some good ones.
Some really exciting ones too.
Some good ones. Who/which should we start with? Because I feel like we've got a few big names that we're going to spitball right now.
Well, hottest topic right now is Taylor Swift Toy Story.
Yes, Toy Story 5. This is like a nostalgic piece as well, I feel like, for anyone with a
By the way,
childhood.
I am 26 years old and I will be going to the cinema to go see Toy Story 5. Like, absolutely. I don't care if the little kids are there. This is my childhood. So, just saying. But I think the most kind of interesting thing that's happening at the moment is the whole Taylor Swift arc. Her cult following have known about this or have been talking about it because she's been laying little Easter eggs in album covers or on her website.
She loves the breadcrumb, doesn't she? She absolutely loves a little breadcrumb.
I know. I've seen so much content online. I believe the search term for like Taylor Swift's Toy Story has surged 2,200% since like the launch and everything, because it's all anyone can talk about. And it kind of goes back to what we were talking about last week in terms of like marketing around the film. It's all about those little in moments, the behind the scenes, like people are almost doing a little hunt to figure out what her next move is.
Where she's doing. I mean, I wouldn't personally have put her for Toy Story 5, but that's maybe why it's trending, and also her cult following.
I would like to say, I don't think she's going to feature in the cartoon. I don't know what she's doing other than just the soundtrack. So she's got music in the credits and probably backing track throughout the film. But that is huge, and it's been blown up online. She's done billboards all over the world, London, New York.
So another one, don't know if you've seen, Paul McCartney, Amelia Chicken Shop. Sorry, Amelia Chicken Shop. She's had Paul McCartney, and I am gagged. I feel like that is the biggest star. I mean, I know he's not really from our day and age, but I feel like you can appreciate, you know, for all the Liverpoolian fans, all the Beatles fans out there as well, this is a big star for them. I mean,
you are seeing this a lot more, like these like legendary like actors, singers, songwriters, whoever it is, even though they are more of an older generation, they are trying to tap into that Gen Z market, and this is the kind of ways they're doing it, going on like viral podcasts, viral shows like Chicken Shop Date. But what I find quite funny is he's actually meant to be vegetarian. And I think he has been, because his wife has those sausages, doesn't she?
Linda
McCartney sausages. Is that not his wife? It is his wife, see? How funny.
How did I not
Knowledge unlocked. But
that just like put a few things in my brain. Wow.
Yeah, so hopefully you got some vegan nuggets.
So again, it is popping off. So it's had 1 million views on YouTube in the last 3 days, and then also TikTok 5.3 million views.
That is incredible. When I was watching it, I believe it's his first album in 5 years, so he's trying to come back with a bang and get everyone interested in it, which it's kind of that multi-generational thing, isn't it? And people who are watching it online may be speaking to their parents and talking about that, and they're then talking about their days with Paul McCartney and all their memories, which is really cute. So we love that.
But when I was watching it, and I know that's her whole thing, but I felt really awkward watching it. Like I just felt like he didn't understand what it was about, but I know that is her kind of theme of content. But as you were saying, I think it does really tap into that Gen Z piece, and they're meeting us now at our level. We're not, you know, he is a Hall of Fame-esque, he's the Beatles for God's sake, but he's meeting us now and he's on a Chicken Shop Date and he doesn't eat chicken. 5.3 million of us are watching it, so she's tapped into something there.
I believe in this new era of marketing, like we keep saying it every week, and we will continue to say it because proof is in the pudding. Social media marketing is the biggest place people are going in terms of getting music out there, getting new products out there, getting films out there, TV shows, you name it, I can bet my bottom dollar that you are going to see a social media campaign about it. And that just shows the massive surge in growth that social media marketing has had, even in just the last 5 years. Because if people like Paul McCartney can come on to a little social media, well, it's not little anymore, but a little social media video or like interview, he might even be on Hot Ones, you never know, promoting the album. They'd need to give him vegan chicken wings.
So yeah, talking about big British icons, you know, we've had Paul McCartney. I feel like quite up there. We've got Susan Boyle.
Oh,
she's back.
She's back.
She's making a big comeback. She's big and she's bold and she's got a bob. That's what she's doing. Big Bob Boyle. That's her today. So we're going to dive into a little bit more, but to help us today, we have Grace, our very special guest. Everyone clap for Grace.
Grace is our creator experience manager. We're so happy to have you here today. We've got lots to talk about.
Thanks for having me.
Leah said, big Susan Boyle.
Subo.
Nice.
Diving
Big Bob Boyle, was it?
Big Bob Boyle, yeah.
Nice.
She's back on the streets and she's come back with a bang, I'll tell you that.
She looks great.
I know.
So for the people that don't know, who haven't seen it all over their social media, Susan Boyle has rocked out with this gorgeous fur coat, blonde bob, sunglasses, proper diva energy.
Yeah. She's deleted all her Instagram posts, just 3 posts. Can we keep in mind that this is 18 years, like 2008, I think she was known for Britain's Got Talent, and now she's back and she's making a comeback. She's back.
I mean, that's a big comeback from 18 years. I think what's really interesting is why is she having such a big moment? I guess rewinding back 18 years, she surprised and shocked everyone when she was on the show. Everyone thought, oh, this cute little lady,
lady.
She's probably not going to be very good. And then belts out a great song, and next thing you know, she wins.
Lungs of steel.
And I feel like they're kind of tapping into that again this time because it's so unexpected. She's giving like Gemma Collins energy.
Yeah.
Is she going to be the next thing? But news just in, it is actually for a collaboration.
With, do you know?
It's Cornetto.
Yes. What?
So
I thought I was seeing things because I was watching it and I thought, okay, is she going through like a crisis? She's deleted all of her posts. I mean, I didn't follow her anyway, but she's got 3 posts on Instagram. And then when you dive a little bit deeper, I'm thinking, am I hearing right? She's singing about a cornetto. That's either the best strategy ever. Either she's bringing out new music or this is fully just to do with cornetto. And that is fantastic brand marketing, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, she has had 71% of positive comments.
I'm here it. I'm also here for it.
Yeah.
And wasn't it like 229k interactions on the Instagram?
Fantastic. I mean, I feel like cornetto, I mean, maybe in a hot sun, like summer's day, but they're not really exactly out there. But bring Susan Boyle.
Katy Perry commented saying, I dreamt this dream.
Oh my God. Well, this isn't the first time that a celebrity has like shouted out Susan Boyle. Like, wasn't it Timothy Chalamet when he was doing his press tour? He was like, saying she was an icon or something. Maybe that's what's put her back on the map, you know?
I guess interestingly though, so obviously we know it's with Cornetto, but Cornetto's video, so we've just said it's had 229k impressions. The Cornetto video was actually, or their post was the one that got the least interactions. So actually, do you think they've made the right decision with having Susan Boyle on it if she's just going to be the only person that's getting the interactions there?
They were probably hoping that they could tap into the clout she was getting from like Timothy Chalamet. She'd gone up in search. Like that is something that brands are trying to do. But like you say, has it actually transferred into return on investment? Like, is it really working? She's also collaborating with Iron Brew at the same time, and
fits the needle. She's Scottish, isn't she? Is she?
Maybe all of her Instagram posts are now going to be collabs.
Guys, it's time for our favourite segment of the podcast.
Ready?
Spark Spinner. So, as you know, we take all the themes from Spark, which is what's trending this week. We'll pop up the little wheel and you'll see it. So I'll press the button and I want a drum roll, please, from both of you. Sensory PR packages.
Fun.
Send me a sensory packages.
So Grace, have you seen any recently that you think would be cool?
Of course. I'm sure we've all seen The Rooms, Sophia and Chinzia.
Yes.
Incredible.
I don't drink matcha, but that did actually make me want one.
Yeah. I mean, it looks great.
I know.
But not only do they have really good following and community already, they're likeable. I love them. Sure, you guys love them.
Yes.
Yeah.
They know how to create an experience. They're creators themselves, so they've created a content moment that is really authentic. People are doing that in their content style, making vlogs, making matches, but they've created an experience, and I think they did a really good job.
I mean, I saw it all. I saw it all over my For You page and like TikTok, and I was looking and I was like, oh wow, everyone seems to just have the same like matcha parcel. And then as I was watching it, I thought, this is so clever. Like the way, as I say, I'm not even a matcha drinker, but by the end of it, I thought, wow, like this makes so much sense for the two brands to come together. And they really had, like there was, let's be honest, there's a time limit on how you can film. So they really had from your door to get people to like click record, make that video and post. You had literal ice that was going to melt. So you're giving people a window of time that they can film. And also they look great. It makes so much sense. They literally are the matcha queens. I think they have like 10 matches a day or something, like it seems in their YouTube videos, in their vlogs. But
it's interesting because there's a lot of controversy around PR and PR packages and who does it well and who doesn't. And I think one thing that they have done well in terms of sustainability and like recycling and stuff, it arrived in like a brown paper bag. All of the stuff that they've used is in glass bottles, so that's all reusable.
The amount that you need as well, specific to the glass.
So no waste. And the only cardboard in the package was either the note that came with it and then the box that the glass comes in so that it doesn't smash. And I think what is really interesting nowadays is people are really trying to curate that moment versus just sending their parcels in a package. Because I've seen creators who just do one massive PR haul and it's like, right, one box. This is the product. Another box. This is the product.
Well, it's a trend. I actually think it's a trend at the minute. I keep seeing it. People are doing these videos to see how quickly they can go through their PR. And it's almost now this, I think, people, the days of the boring PR hauls and things like that are kind of over. But people are almost trying to do it as a spoof where it's like, how quickly can I unbox this and get it, shove it out the way? Half of it, as you're saying, it's just wasted, like product, and it's wasted. Time. You're not even getting to see the product itself.
I mean, this is how their experience comes into play though, right? They've been there, they've done that, they've opened the PR packages, they've pushed them aside, they've got rid of the wastage. They know how to create this in a way that's not going to have waste and is going to create a moment that people are going to actually relate to. What I really loved about this is they made it interactive by it actually being something that you create yourself and you make, and they've also done that you get free matcha. I think first 300 orders get free matcha, which is creating UGC moments in itself. So not only is the mailer interactive, the actual collab's interactive as well. So
I think also with them, like they have such a stan of a following. Like we all love them. Everyone's talking about the content, and you know they have, like I said, they love matcha and they love making their morning matcha. So I think like the content that you're starting to see as well, it just encapsulates how they are and like the style that they all. It's just so them. Everything they've done is just so them, and I think it's such a clever way that it's not standard PR that's just going to get shoved to the side. It's like it's making a moment out of something that's so lovely and a gorgeous
the
aesthetic
first
morning.
time I ever tried matcha was because I wanted to get the Acai and the Tribe collab.
With them,
I only got it because of that reason.
God, wow, they're going to take over the world. Matcha will be next. Watch, but they're going to have a matcha powder. They go to Japan.
This means though that it's so right for them, and so right and it's like an obvious next step for them to bring it out. And going back to the people who they have sent this PR to, it's more like lifestyle creators like themselves. So they know that these people are gonna do it straight away as part of maybe a daily vlog or film it within their natural filming day of come spend the day with me type.
Slow mornings.
Yeah, slow mornings.
It's also just fun. Like,
it did come out over
so
the weekend
cute.
actually. So like Sunday morning setup. Do you know what I mean? And I saw so many people like with their cute little matcha cups, and actually since like in vlogs or the people who received the PR, I have seen the glass multiple times because it's not specific for matcha, but they did share it for that, and it's a reusable product. It's an everyday product. They're getting it out there. Very different to like the candle, because the candle, although I'm sure it smelled great and etc., people were talking about the price point and things like that. This is a much more practical product that people are gonna use way more in their life.
It's gonna remain visible in that lifestyle
always,
content
and
as
like
well.
their they seem to be bringing out a lot. I also, just to preface, and I'm putting this out here, I saw on one of Cinzia's TikToks that she kind of like had a little bit of a brush that looks very roomsy in there. So let's maybe see if there's going to be another PR kind of parcel-esque
next
thing
drop.
That's coming out. I know.
Well,
Calling
if you are dropping it,
put us on the list. Yeah.
Talking of sensorial PR packages, I know we kind of touched on it before or like in the past, but Miu Miu with their fragrance and the ice cream. And I know you can't smell, I mean, I feel like we debated once, like, is it ice cream, how they transported it, etc. But that's another prime example of minimal packaging, really sensorial. It's grabbed attention of everyone. I feel like I was seeing that everywhere as well. But you can't smell the perfume. You can't, you know, through the screen we can't smell the perfume. But I feel like I understood. If I went into Boots or somewhere and smelt that perfume, I think I could understand what it would be smelling like. And I think that's another good example of they've hit the nail on the head, I think.
It's also fun, and we're talking about it for a reason, right? So it's words, and also healing your inner child and having a little bit of a dig around for a prize.
Yeah, that's so cute.
And the content as well, like I saw people scoop it out and put it, I know it's not actual ice cream, but they've scooped it out and they've put it into little bowls to make content with. And again, it's like people, I remember when they had the Miu Miu little mics, like everyone straight away was on to making content because they just wanted to show that they had one. I still want one.
I also feel like it inspires creativity because it's creative in itself.
And it's different, like you say, you're not getting, no offense, a cardboard box that's just got the same 14 layers of a parcel just to get to like one mascara.
I mean, we get the same if we order a product, right?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, and it's just, at least it's something that's fun and it's playful.
Seeing as we're focusing on British brands, icons, whatever you want to call it, have we seen that P. Louise has launched in Boots?
Have we seen it? So
I've seen it everywhere.
I actually accidentally like walked into it the other day as I was coming through Boots and there's people queuing down the street. I was like, God, I'm so sorry. Pink everywhere. That's all I saw, to be honest.
I mean, if one thing P. Louise knows how to do, it's an event.
Yeah.
And visual brand identity. Like, I didn't even see P. Louise before I knew it was her straight away.
Just like a convoy of like people. I remember we're in Manchester, so I saw it on the high street of Manchester, but then seeing on socials, it was in London, and there's like a convoy of people walking down. It must be 2 said big boots, and like they all like waving pink
tracksuit.
She's got pink die hard fan base, hasn't she?
They're really young though. This is one thing I will say. One factor was like a lot of her audience seemed quite young, which I'm interested about. But also did she start on TikTok Shop? Is that how she first sold her products? Yeah. Talking of Spark, as we know, always refer back to, but P. Louise X Boots, so times Boots, has actually grown 2,000% on Spark. So incredible. She has literally gone through the roof. Can't blame her. I mean, the amount of content again that I'm seeing doesn't really tap into the kind of products that I like, but you can understand how it really does drive people wanting like the content, and everything's big, it's pink, it's sparkly. I think she had like a lorry with a castle that was driving somewhere. Again, is she maybe doing too much? Well, yeah, is she doing a lot? But then that also taps into the younger audience that 100%. She's like wanting to speak to, and having that exclusive products that you can only get with Boots. Because she could have gone with any other retailer, but she's chosen Boots. She's never been, as I'm aware, they have never sold any products anywhere else other than their own platforms, TikTok Shop. This is the first time that she's actually, and Boots again is a big British brand, like it's an icon again. Yeah.
And it's like a department store retailer in the similar lights of Sephora, Space NK, and that's where that trend of like all these young kids or groups of kids going into store and like filming, trialing, using the makeup and stuff. Going back to TikTok Shop though, obviously we've mentioned it a few times, her audience is quite young, and we know that TikTok is directed at a much younger audience. Like my mum personally does not have TikTok, bless her heart. She wouldn't have a clue how to use it. However, all these younger kids, that is where they are, that is where her market demographic is.
She sold £2 million worth of products in 14 hours.
Wow.
That is the power of TikTok.
Is that
Shop,
Guinness
though.
Book? Surely, must be.
I mean, maybe Guinness Book needs to add that into the Guinness World Book of Records. That's right, isn't it? Guinness World Book of Records.
I remember when P. Louise first started out, and she mainly did training for other makeup artists. She didn't have a brand yet, and it was all the rage. I really should have jumped on that hype with her. I could have sold £2 million worth of products with my name on it.
Well, she's had like, again, I can't quote the girl, but she's had like collaborations, and they're younger girls who have full, you know, we might have had Justin Bieber posters in our room. Like I've seen girls with full walls of every single P. Louise product. So again, they're finding snippets, and some people
I can relate to this though, because when I first started doing makeup and she was up and coming selling products, every new product she launched I would buy, because she was a makeup artist, because she was trusted, because she was fun.
She was doing.
She was
everything.
all over YouTube as well. If you remember, like all the YouTubers at the time, like Zoe Sorg, like her generation and era, they were all using P. Louise.
They love her. They will buy anything she puts out at this point.
To drop a little bit of P. Louise lore, I think we should look at her career as a whole, from like start to where she is today. I mean, you, Grace, said you remember her back when every new product would drop, everyone would want it, you wanted it yourself, and we can't put it past her. She has been known to be a bit of a controversial character, but
it's worked for her.
It's worked. Like she's had multiple drops of products. She's grown that business. She's gone from an online business to in-person business, online website, TikTok shop. It's grown exponentially. She even had the opportunity at Trafford Centre. Manchester lovers know. We all love the Trafford Centre. Had a big pop-up there.
She had a docu-series as well.
I mean, too young to have a TikTok account, just drag your mum to Boots.
Yeah. That is true.
Problem solved.
Goes straight in my basket.
I do have to say, I love that she chose Boots, by the way. Because think back to when you were younger and you first started wearing makeup. Boots, Superdrug. What was Space NK? What was Sephora? We had no idea. So she's like, you know, she would have shopped there herself one day, and she's full circle moment, now selling her own products in the store.
I think we'd be silly not to talk about TikTok shop in the beauty space. It is huge. We've got brands like Made by Mitchell, Jordana T-shirt. I know recently her little lipstick featured in a Rooms vlog.
It did, and also like talking about founders and again makeup, like Jordana Tisha, she's just launched in Space NK, but like the comparison of her content to P. Louise,
so different,
massively different. But I was like, I mean, I haven't had one of the products before, but watching her content and seeing how much it meant to her as like a founder to now be in Space NK, I felt emotional for her, and I was like, wow, because her story behind how she started her company, and like, you know, she has such a vast array of products, which I know is so highly spoken about on TikTok as well.
Inclusivity is like her bag. Like Gloria loves Jordana T-shirt.
I keep seeing those videos, but I just comparison wise, I think at the moment with having, as we're saying, like these kind of core British specifically makeup like artists and founders, very different, but like completely sold on how she's
what I will say is, even though they are all so different as a person, as content style, how they sell their products, all of the products that I have tried from each of them are genuinely really good, and I think it's because they've been there, they've done that, they've started as makeup artists, and they understand what the need is.
They've done it in their own ways as well. Like 100%. Another one, as you were saying, Made by Mitchell, I'm sure we've all seen. Again, he's got big, bold branding. He started makeup artist. Like he was another one, if you haven't seen, TikTok shop. He was doing certain sales as well, millions on like TikTok shop he was selling.
If anything, TikTok shop made his brand because he got so much traction and
made
so
by
much
TikTok shop.
I know. So much traction from the audiences, and he was doing all these cool and weird and wonderful styles with his curve case. Like that is one of his biggest selling products. I've seen that curve case everywhere, and I remember all of a sudden everyone was using it, everyone was wanting it. He has actually had a bit of negative sentiment around some of his products, and people have also said to him about TikTok shop cheapening his product, and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but me personally, I don't think it's cheapened it at all. I think it's made it so accessible to people, and to be honest, it's like our generation's version of QVC, because 100%. There's discounts all the time.
100%
easy, and I mean, everyone wants it slightly cheaper. If anything, as you're saying, I think it's more accessible. I don't know.
I mean, why would you complain about a discount or something being more accessible or cheaper to buy? That's good, by the way.
And again, he's also just launching Boots. So he's had a massive moment with launching in Boots. So Jordana, We're manifesting for you, but we're thinking that you're going to launch in Boots as well.
What I also think is great with using TikTok Shop as their like main product stream platform is when they do get negative comments. Literally recently, Made by Mitchell had some feedback saying his kits were really hard to work with if you're not an experienced makeup artist. He literally quoted that comment in his video, tagged up the product in TikTok Shop and explained to the people how you can use it if you're not familiar with the formula or the product before. And that is going direct to consumer, talking to issues, and it's being done in such a visible way, so people who may not have commented that but have those same feelings are like, I will buy it now because I actually know how to use it. It's a bit scary, but now I want to use it.
It's reactive as well. Like, you can control through your own platform like what you're posting. I mean, if that was Boots in the olden day, back in the day, it might have just been that you click on it, look at a product, and then you scroll down and it's negative review, and then you might be steered away from ever buying that product. So it is another massive way of them
reviews
doing
are
it,
everything.
100%.
And he's turned a negative into a positive through education and honesty as well.
But no, I think we've got 3 really strong examples, all very different, all have had very different content styles, but there's been almost like one core, I say like red thread through all of them. Everything has been through TikTok Shop. They've not gone directly to retailers. They've not gone straight to Boots or Superdrugs and everything and tried to sell through there. They've really honed in on what, understanding their core audiences, understanding who works for them, their content styles, and I mean, ultimately, look at them all. They're all doing absolutely amazing. Something else that is noticeable across all 3 brands is that employee-generated content. Now, this is a big thing I feel like we're seeing in this day and age. Everyone wants a little bit of the behind the scenes. Everyone wants to know what's going on, you know, in the back end of everyone's brands and the juicy tea and the meetings and stuff. And that's one thing that they have all done very, very well, all in different ways, all their own spin on it as well. But one thing I will say is that they have all specifically done it. And I don't know if anyone's seen at the moment, M&S.
Oh, yes. Oh, Catherine. Love her.
She is an icon.
Melts my M&S heart.
I literally sent her the first video I saw of her into my friends group chat, like, why do I love this woman so much? I mean, everyone loves the M&S like product development team at the moment, like all the sweet treats they're bringing out, all the new products. Like, I mean, I'm a hot sauce girly, and they came out with a whole new range of hot sauces. So their team is slapping at the moment, and people have been commenting on socials being like, the product development team, give them a raise, blah 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 blah. So they got Catherine, put her right front and centre, and she is the new woman of the hour. I'm telling you.
She's had comments like, she's making people's day.
Oh, but I love that. But also, like, I can imagine having sat, and you know, we have to have conversations with brands and sometimes put out some ideas that you might think are a little bit out there, a little bit scary. Someone has sat in that meeting, probably thrown that idea out there onto the table. Just tipping back into like what we've just said, it's such a massive thing at the minute, like employee content. Sisters and Seekers do it really well. Like, there's so many brands we could call out. Is it a miss if brands aren't?
Does it as well.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, is it a miss if brands aren't doing it? I mean, I feel like with M&S at the minute, we can definitely see. I've seen 100%. Even like Aldi randomly do it, and it's like, what's on the Best Buys aisle at the minute, and you just feel like you're getting that insider scoop a little bit. So whoever came up with the idea, very smart. Catherine,
I would love to know if that got approved first time.
Yeah. And also, was she against it, or was she like raring to go?
Well,
I feel like she's.
This is what I was about to say. Like, sometimes people just have that aura about them. Like, some people are just lovable. Like, as soon as I saw her and the way she was talking, I was like, oh, I just want to wrap you up and like,
of course, we'll buy your
keep
products.
You safe. Like, yes, we'll keep you in your job. Like, you're doing amazing, sweetie.
If Catherine is off in Jersey looking at the potatoes, I trust that those potatoes are top notch.
Yeah.
And it's things like that. It does, like, without even thinking. Yes, it's become socially like rocketed at the moment, but you then trust and you understand and you know where like these products are coming, so it just makes you want to buy from that even that little bit more, which is a good ploy.
Do we think traditional retailers like Boots and legacies like Paul McCartney should now be on social media and blend into this world to stay relevant? I really think so. I don't think if you're on socials, then what are you doing?
Exactly. I mean, I said it earlier in the episode, brands that aren't taking social seriously are missing out on something. And there's so many different avenues you can choose. I think originally people thought that social media was this scary thing and they only had to post a certain piece of content or certain things. But now we're in an area where it's blown up so much that there's so many different avenues. You could have employee generated content, you could have UGC content, you could have influencer content, you could have brand collaborations. There's so many different avenues, and I think that means that there is something out there for every brand, no matter if it's like a legacy retailer, a movie, a songwriter. Everyone's looking for that talkability and that moment that their audience can tap into, that they can feel a part of. I mean, going right back to the whole Taylor Swift thing, she's been dropping all these little hints. Her audience has been talking about it online. As soon as it's dropped, it's like, oh my God, we were right. Like a big celebration. It brings the customer along with the journey. And I think that's what's really important.
I think as well, to your question, people like Paul McCartney, he is an icon.
Yes.
But respectfully, and I mean this with the most respect, you're only going to be getting older, and the younger generation that are now coming on to socials won't really know who you are as much. So it's like you do kind of have to meet everyone at the level that you're at. So I think I'm sure it was a little bit of a hard buy to get him onto Amelia Chicken Shop. But I do think you're missing, like he will be missing out on a bit of he can't do his traditional way of, this is my album release and this is what I'm doing. He does have to meet people kind of where they're at, and that is online. That is on the TikToks.
I do also think with that, because he's so different, because he does, you know, he's in the older generation, right? I think with him coming in and meeting us on socials, I think it's going to spark interest, because you will doom scroll for 3 hours and see 1,500 versions, if not more, of the same piece of content. Paul McCartney is going to be a little bit of something different in there. And imagine if all the legacies were jumping on that and doing that.
100%.
What do you guys think?
I know. Who's next? That's the question. Who is next?
Well, this has been a very productive episode. We've had so much to talk about. And what I'd like to add, British icons, British brands. I'm really loving the British energy we're bringing.
What a week to be British.
Go for some fish and chips.
Yeah, shall we do some champers?
Thank you for joining us, Grace.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Please come back again.
Will do.
And keep us up to date. I know if you see any more PR parcels, any in your experience, like events and everything that's coming up, we want to keep up with, like, up to date with everything
going on.
But yeah,
if you made it this far, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.